You don't see this often, but a Fox News host interrupted Donald Trump's speech over the weekend in Iowa and said, Trump is telling lies here. Trump is not telling you the truth. This is super interesting. This is HuffPost. Fox News' live broadcast in Cedar Rapids on Sunday was interrupted by a fact check from Fox anchor Arthel Neville. Take a look at this. It's not the greatest fact check in the world, but it is a fact check on Fox News in real time, something we don't often see. Take a look at this.
Bigger, better, and it works. Mine will. And then, no.
Well, the former president finally got around to some campaign promises amid lots of cheering, as you heard. Many untruths. The 2020 election was not rigged. It was not stolen.
There you go. The election was not rigged and it was not stolen. Now, this is not totally unique for Neville. Last year, Neville called on air for gun law reform after a bunch of mass shootings and said we have to do something. Trump has previously raged about Neville, suggesting she really should be working at CNN. But to me, really, what this sounds like more is someone who doesn't want to get Fox News sued, and the awareness that continuing to broadcast Trump's claims that the election was stolen may not be so good for Fox News. So good for her. Very small thing, but I still love to see it. So I wrote another book for kids. The first book was Think Like a Detective. The point of the first book was to teach kids critical thinking, which Republicans don't want them to learn, because when kids learn critical thinking, they don't vote for Republicans. The new book is Think Like a Scientist. This is a fun adventure teaching kids the scientific method. Again, Republicans aren't big on kids learning the scientific method because when they do, they're less likely to fall for Republican lies about climate change and vaccines and so many other things. You can get the new book as well as the first one at davidpakman.com/book. This is part of the Adventures in Thinking series. Can you imagine that we're doing this? We are. davidpakman.com/book. 13,500 copies of the first book have sold. I'll bring you an update soon on sales for the second book. Think Like a Scientist. davidpakman.com/book.